Hello and welcome to this product review. Today I'm reviewing a WORFCI. I don't know if that's pronounced right, but it's kind of a weird spelling. Battery-powered 8-inch mini chainsaw. You know, I've been wanting to get one of these for quite a while, just for sort of normal little odd jobs around the house where I don't want to fire up my big gas-powered chainsaw. So I saw it on Amazon for $80. I had a coupon, so I was actually able to get it for $72. So that was quite the bargain, considering everything that you get with it, which I'll go over in a minute or two. The lowest priced, sort of equivalent sized DeWalt battery-powered chainsaw I could find was $180. So it was $100 more for the DeWalt version of this, I'll say. It's probably different, so don't hammer on me for saying the DeWalt version, but a DeWalt product. So it came in a normal Amazon box. I opened that up, and it comes in a very nice case. You can see this is it's called a WORFCI. That's WORFCI, mini cordless chainsaw. It actually comes with two bars. It comes with a 6-inch bar and an 8-inch bar, and also then comes with two different chains because you need, of course, different chain lengths for those different bars. So that's quite nice. It also comes with two batteries and a battery charger. So, you know, that's a lot of stuff that you can use, and there's really nothing else you need to buy. So if you open it up, you'll see that it comes in a really nice case. That was another thing that was pretty impressive. I remember on my gas-powered chainsaws, I had to buy the cases separate, and this was a very nice case made out of hard plastic with WORFCI stamped on it, and got some nice latches, nice carrying handle, and really, really quite nice for storing the chainsaw. So then when I opened her up, it comes chock full of stuff. And look, they even give you some gloves. White gloves, of course. And I couldn't tell if these were made out of some, you know, tear-proof fancy material or if they were cheap cotton. But it does come with a pair of gloves. It comes with a reasonable set of instructions, both one for the battery charger and one for the chainsaw itself. Comes with a little bottle that you can keep your chain oil in. So if you go out in the field, you can bring that with you and get a couple refills off of it. It does have an automatic chain oiler. And here's the 8-inch bar. So that's really quite nice. I mean, I don't think I've ever gotten a chainsaw that came with two different bars. It's a 8-inch bar, and the chain pitch on this saw is a 1/4 inch. So that's pretty small, but hey, it's a small saw, battery powered. Comes with a chain and bar guard that you can slide onto the chain and bar when it's installed on the saw. Here's the extra chain for the 8-inch bar. So that's really nice. Got a nice extra chain out of the whole thing. And it comes with two batteries. They are 21 volts each, and I forget how many amp hours. I think it says on the back here. I think they were 3 amp hours. So 21 volts, 3 amp hours each. I did not do a battery test run, so I don't know how long they'll last. But it comes with two of them and with a charger. So it didn't say whether it was a rapid charger or not. I don't know. But here's the saw itself. Pretty light. Fits in the hand quite nicely. It's got a trigger. Of course, there's a lock on the trigger, that little black thing by my thumb. You can push it one way or another. So it's on both sides. So for you lefties, it works just as well. Actually, I'm a lefty. And so you got to push that button over to the side before you can pull the trigger. As you can see, it's 21 volts, 600 watts. The chain speed is 15 meters per second. It's a chain pitch of a 1/4 inch. So that was pretty nice. It has this little guard on the top of it, chain guard. I imagine that's, their sort of version of the kickback mechanism. If it kicks back, that's going to protect you. I don't know how all those things work these days on modern saws. This is the battery charger, and plugs into the wall. It'll run on anywhere from 100 to 240 volts, either 50 or 60 hertz, and puts out 21 volts at 2 amp hours. So it's probably not a fast charger. I would have guessed that's if it's only putting out 2 amp hours and it's a 3 amp hour battery, so it's going to take a while to charge the batteries. So there's it. There it is, the whole kit. So here's a little detailed dive in on the batteries. They do come with this very nice little battery charge indicator, little button you press on it, and it'll tell you how fully charged the battery is. That is super handy. I do not have that on most of my electric power tools, and I wish I did. My son has it on some of his, and that really is a very, very nice feature. So that was pretty good. Of course, you plug it in. If the battery needs charging, the light lights up orange. So here's a closer look at the saw. That is the 6-inch blade installed on the saw. This little thing here is where you put your chain oil. And this was really nice. It comes with a little thing you push down, a flap pops up, and you unscrew that. And so that's really convenient, nice and compact. Put your chain oil in there, and it has an automatic chain oiler. So all you got to do is fill it up and run it. And since the container is made out of this semi-transparent plastic, you can quite easily see how much chain oil you have left. So that is also convenient. I know on my chainsaws, I can't tell how much chain oil I have left because I can't see it. Excuse me. Here's the 2 manuals it comes from. There's a battery charger manual and a manual for the chainsaw itself. And here's another little look. So here's after I went out and used it for a little bit. It has a really clever chain tensioning device on it. It's just this big black wing nut type thing you can turn, and then you turn that lime green thing, and that either loosens or tightens the chain. So there I loosened it on purpose, and now you can see if I rotate this clockwise, it tightens the chain up, and then I can, when I'm happy with where it is, I can take that big black wing nut and I can tighten that down, and it locks it into place. That here again, real convenient. No tools necessary. I don't have to bring a pocket full of tools when I'm out there trimming some trees or whatever with this saw. So that was quite convenient. So let's take her outside and cut a couple of things. Well, you can see here where I'm living, it's winter right now, so I got to trudge through the snow. But here's a typical type of thing that I'd be using it on. This is maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and you can see it's hardwood. You can see it's zipped right through it. Now, of course, it's a brand new chain, so it's nice and sharp. Here's another one. That's kind of just cut it right off, nice and quick. One-hand operation, works quite nice. And try to get to some things that are a little bit larger here. This is maybe about a 3-inch piece of wood. Again, it's hardwood. I think it's birch, but don't quote me on that. It cuts right through it, and you can see that little chain guard kind of bends up out of the way. Here's some other stuff that's pretty dead laying around in the back, and cuts through it very nicely. I was really impressed with how easily this cut. It's of course much quieter than a regular gas-powered chainsaw, and it starts and stops, and it's wonderful. So all I can say is I can highly recommend it. I was very impressed with it. It does have a brushless DC motor, and the advantages of those are, of course, they're much more efficient than the old-fashioned brush DC motors, so they'll last longer. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this product review. If you like it, subscribe.
Alright, we got this little chainsaw. Right now it comes installed with the 6-inch, but you can put on the 8-inch blade. It also comes with the charger, the batteries, metal battery, and I like that it has two, and if you look, it actually is fully charged. So, and then you also have a 4, 6, 8-inch cover for the chain, and here is our 8-inch if we want to install the 8-inch. We're going to go ahead and just try the 6-inch and see how that works. And they also have an oil container, and looks like we can put our regular chain oil right in here. See if I can unscrew that. And here's where you put the oil, chain oil. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and put some chain oil in and put the battery on, and we'll go out and test it on a smaller log and just see what happens. Alright, we put some oil in. Getting the plug in and out actually was semi-difficult. The little prong that keeps it in as you pull out actually came out a little too far, and then to get that back in took a little effort. But anyway, oil's in there. I am going to tighten it up a little. As you can see, the chain is a little loose, so I'm just going to tighten it up a little and maybe a hair more, and then let's test it out. And I'm going to make sure that the chain is not loose after that. I'm going to tighten up a hair more. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and let's see how it works. Alright, that's pretty quick, pretty fast. Everything seemed to work really well, and I really like it. And I hope this helps you in your buying process, and talk at you later.
So let us see if the 6-inch chainsaw will do the job of cutting this almost frozen log. I just removed the snow from the top, and from the side it was covered about this much in snow. So let's go. I like it. And so let me bring over the chips to the camera and show you the markings of a sharp chain. So do you see these? I hope the camera is in focus. So I will drop that over there. So when the chain is sharp, you will get these large pieces, and when the chain is dull, you will get only sawdust. So I like this chainsaw.